Hi, my name is Robin. You are welcome back to my channel. In today's section, I will be teaching you multiplication and division of number bases. Let's dive right into it.
Now, we are asked to evaluate the following, and all the questions that we have on the screen, they are multiplication. So let's start with the first one. A. 23 base 5 times 3 base 5. Now, whenever you are multiplying bases, you can see they are both in base 5. Okay? For multiplication of number bases, we have two methods. The first method is direct multiplication. So, method 1, that is direct multiplication. Now, it is important that you understand that no number should be equal or greater than the base. Whenever you have a number that is equal or greater than the base, you have to divide. That is the same thing we have been saying from the beginning of number bases or system. Now let's see. 23 times 3 base 5. Now let's start. 3 times 3, that's 9. And your base is 5. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is greater than 5. So 9 is greater than the base. So you have to divide. 9 divided by 5. So that is 1, remainder 4. You always write your remainder, which is 4, and you carry 1 to the next position of multiplication. So 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 is greater than 5, so you have to divide. 7 divided by 5. 1, remainder 2. So you write your remainder 2 and you carry 1. You carry 1, but there's no other number here, so you put your 1 down. Base 5. Easy. That is the direct multiplication. Now, let me show you the second method, which is conversion to base 10. Let's dive right into it. Now, let me show you how to use the second method. So, we have 23 in base 5. So, 23 in base 5. The thing is, we convert to base 10 first. Okay? And this is conversion from other bases to base 10. I have done this in my previous video. For those of you that have not seen the video, please click up on the right hand corner to take you to the video. So 0, 1. So this is 2 times 5 raised by 1 plus 3 times 5 raised by 0. So 2 times 5 raised by 1 is 5. Then 5 raised by 0 is 1. 2 times 5 is 10. And 3 times 1 is 3. So this is 13 in base 10. So 23 base 5 is the same thing as 13 in base 10. Now let's do for this also. 3 in base 5, this is 0. We are converting it to base 10. So this is 3 times 5 raised by 0. This is 3 times 5 raised by 0 is 1. So this is 3 in base 10. So 3 in base 5 is the same thing as 3 in base 10. So in this case, we are multiplying 13 times 9. 13 times 9 is 39 in base 10. Because the question is in base 5, then we have to convert our 39 base 10 to base 5. And I've done this also in my previous video. This is conversion from base 10 to other bases. For those of you that have not seen the video, click up on the top right hand corner to take you to the video. Let's continue. So this is done by successive division. So 39 base 10, we are taking it to base 5. 5 in 39, that is 7, okay, which is 35. So remainder 4. 5 in 7, which is 1, remainder 2. 5 and 1, you put 0 here and you write 1. Okay, so 23 base 5 times 3 base 5 is equal to 1, 2, 4. 2, 4 in base 5. This is the same solution we got when we use the first method. You can see you can have two methods, but my advice is that you use the fastest method, which is method 1, direct multiplication. Don't worry about it. I will take the rest questions so you have a deep knowledge and understanding of solving this. Let's dive right into it. Now, let's go to B. 12 base 4 times 21 base 4. We are going to be using direct multiplication. So 12 times 21 in base 4. Remember, the most important thing is that the number, if any number, is equal or greater than the base, you have to divide. That is the main thing you have to remember. So 1 times 2, that is 2. And 2 is less than 4, so we are good. We don't have to do any division here because the result we are getting is less than the base. So we write 2 there. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 is less than the base, so we are good. You write 1. So we are done by multiplying 1 with 1 and 2. So the next thing is to use 2 to multiply 1 and 2, like your normal multiplication. So 2 times 2, that is 4. 4 is equal to the base. Remember I said, whenever the number is equal or greater to the base or than the base, you have to divide. So 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 divided by the base, which is 4. So 1 remainder 0. So you write your remainder 0 and you carry 1 to the next position of multiplication, which is here because you're about to multiply 2 times 1. So 2 times 1, that is 2, plus 1, 3. 3 is less than 4, so you don't have to do any division there because it is less. So you have your 3 here. Now, you had, what do you have here? 2. What do you have here? 1. What do you have here? 3 in base 4. Easy. I'm going to take question C for you to have good understanding. Let's go to C. 2, 3, 1 base 5 times 12 base 5. Okay? So 2, 3, 1 times 12 base 5. 2 times 1 is 2 and is less than 5, so we write 2 there. 2 times 3 is 6, is greater than the base, so you have to divide. 6 divided by 5, 1 remainder 1. So you write remainder 1 and you carry 1 to the next position of multiplication. You're about to multiply with this, so you put 1 here. So 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is equal to the base, so you divide. 5 divided by 5, 1 remainder 0. So you write your remainder and you carry 1. You carry 1, there's no other number here, so you put your 1 down. So you are done using 5 and 2 to multiply 2, 3, 1. The next is to use 1 to multiply 2, 3, 1. So let's go. 1 times 1, 1. 1 is less than 5, so you write it. You don't have to divide. It is less than the base. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 is less than the base. You write it. You don't have to divide because it's less than the base. 3. 1 times 2, 2. 2 is less than 5. You write it. You don't have to divide because it is what? Less than the base. So you write your 2 here. Then, this is 2. You are writing 2 because it's less than 5. If 2 is greater than 5, if the number you get is greater than 5, you have to divide and do the same thing. So this is 2 here, this is 3 here, and this is 3 in base 5. Easy. Now, I'm going to take D, 11 base 2 times 10 base 2. Okay? So in this case, I'm multiplying 11 times 10 in base 2. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. You are writing it because it's less than the base. So I've used 0 to multiply 1 and 1. Now let's use 1 now to multiply 1 and 1. 1 times 1, 1 is less than 2, so you're writing it. 1 times 1, 1. So this is 0, 1, 1 in base 2. Easy. There's no division in this one, so it is easy. Now, I will be solving question E to give you more understanding on that. Let's do that now. Okay, let's solve question E. 111 base 2 times 101 base 2. So I have 111 times 101 base 2. So 1 times 1 is 1. You are writing it because it's less than 2. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Easy, no division yet. Now, I've used 1 to multiply 111. So now we use 0 to multiply 111. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. I'm done with 0 too. So let's go to this and use 1 to multiply 111. Okay? 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. Right? Now, let's put our answer. This is 1 is less than 2, so 1. 1 plus 0, 1 is less than 2, 1. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is equal to the base, so you have to divide. 2 divided by 2, 1 remainder 0. So you write the remainder and you carry 1 to the next position, 1 here. So 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is equal to the base, so you divide. 2 divided by 2, 1 remainder 0. You write remainder and you carry 1 here. So 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is equals to the base, so 2 divided by 2, 1 remainder 0. So write remainder and you carry 1. But there's no other number here, so you put your 1 here. Okay? Which is easy. So you put your 1 there in base 2. Don't worry about it now. I believe now you have a deep understanding of that. Now, if you look at the last question, F, you see that we are multiplying two numbers in different bases. The first one is in base 5 and the second one is in base 2. So whenever you have a question like this, you'll be required to leave it in a particular base. In this case, we are leaving our solution in base 2. Let's dive right into it. Now, question F. 23 in base 5 times 11 in base 2. Whenever you are multiplying two numbers in different bases together, the only method you can apply is to convert each of those numbers to base 10. Let's do that. So 23 in base 5, we convert to base 10. And this is done by successive multiplication. So 2 times 5 raised by 1 plus 3 times 5 raised by 0. So this is 2 times 5 plus 3 times 1. Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10, and 3 times 1 is 3. So this is 13 in base 10. So we've converted this to base 10. Now let's convert this now to base 10. 1 in base 2. We are converting it to base 10. So this is 1 times 2 raised by 1 plus 1 times 2 raised by 0. This is 1 times 2. 2 raised by 1 is 2 plus 1 times 2 raised by 0 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. So this is 3 in base 10. So this one I've gotten 13 in base 10 here. And for this I've gotten 3 in base 10 here. And we are multiplying. 13 times 3, that is 39 in base 10. So now let's take 39 in base 10 to base 2, because the question says leave your solution in base 2. So we are taking 39 in base 10 to base 2. So we are dividing by 2. So how many 2 can you get in 3? 1 in 19, that is 9. This is remainder 1. 2 in 19, that is 9. That is 18, remainder 1. 2 in 9, that is 4, which is 8, remainder 1. 2 in 4, that is 2, remainder 0. 2 in 2, that is 1, remainder 0. 2 in 1, 0, and it puts 1 here. So now, 23 base 5 times 11 base 2 is equal to 100,111. 100,111 in base 2. Easy. Good. Now, in the next section, I will be showing you division of number bases. Let's dive right into it. Now, let's take division of number system. So let's start with the first one. 1000 base 2 divided by 100 base 2. Now, the best advice I will give you when it comes to division of number bases is convert to base 10 first and convert back into the required bases. In this case, I have 1000 base 2 divided by 100 base 2. So, I'm going to convert 1000 to base 10 first. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1 times 2 raised by 3 plus 0 times 2 raised by 2 plus 0 times 2 raised by 1 plus 0 times 2 raised by 0. So this is 1 times 2 raised by 3 is 8. 2 raised by 2 is 4. 2 raised by 1 is 2. 2 raised by 0 is 1. So this is 8 plus 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. So we have 8 in base 10. So for this one here, I've gotten 8 in base 10. And let's convert this now to base 10. So 100 in base 2, we are converting it to base 10. Okay? 0, 1, 2. So 1 times 2 raised by 2 plus 0 times 2 raised by 1 plus 0 times 2 raised by 0. 2 raised by 2, 4. 2 raised by 1, 2. 2 raised by 0, 1. 1 times 4, 4 plus 0 plus 0. So this is 4 in base 10. For this one here, I've gotten 4 in base 10. So we have to divide 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and that is in base 10. But because our question is in base 2, then I have to take this to base 2. So that is conversion from base 10 to base 2. So this is 2 in base 10. I'm converting to 2, base 2. So 2 in 2, 1, remainder 0. 2 in 1, you put 0 here, and you write 1 here. So now, 1000 base 2 divided by 100 base 2 is equal to 10 in base 2. Easy. Now, we also have direct division, but the direct division is done by trial by error method. That is why I'm not going to take that, because it is trial by error method. So the best method to use here is to convert to base 10 first. Then you do the required division and you take it back to the required base. Now let's go to the second question, which is B. Now let's solve B. So I have to convert this to base 10 first. So 113 base 6, 0, 1, 2. 1 times 6 raised by 2 plus 1 times 6 raised by 1 plus 3 times 6 raised by 0. So 6 raised by 2 is 36. 6 raised by 1 is 6. And 6 raised by 0 is 1. 1 times 36 is 36. 1 times 6 is 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. So 36 plus 6, 42. 42 plus 3, 45 in base 10. Now let's convert this to base 10 also. 23 in base 6, 0, 1 to base 10. 2 times 6 raised by 1 plus 3 times 6 raised by 0. 6 raised by 1 is 6. 6 raised by 0 is 1. 2 times 6, 12. 3 times 1 is 3. So this is what? 15 in base 10. So this one gave us 45 in base 10 divided by, and this one gave us 15 in base 10. So 45 divided by 15, that is 3 in base 10. But remember, our question, the base is in base 6. So we have to convert 3 in base 10 to base 6, which is done by successive division. So 3 in base 10, we are dividing by 6. 6 divided by 3, not possible, 0. Then you say remainder what you have here, which is 3. So here, 113 base 6 divided by 23 in base 6 is equal to 3 in base 6. Easy. Now, the next question is easy. Just 102 divided by 14 in base 5. Convert each of that to base 10 and do the division and convert back to base 5. For D, it has different bases. The first one is in base 5 and the second one is in base 2. So I convert to base 10 first, divide, and take it to the respective base that the question requires you to take it. I will quickly do that. So let's do question C. 102 in base 5 divided by 14 in base 5. So convert to base 10 first. 102 base 5, 0, 1, 2. 1 times 5 raised by 2 plus 0 times 5 raised by 1 plus 2 times 5 raised by 0. So this is 25, is 0, and this is 2. So you have 27 in base 10. Let's do this one also in base 10. 0, 1. 1 times 5 raised by 1 and 4 times 5 raised by 0. This is 5 and this is 4. So this is 9 in base 10. So here I've gotten 27 in base 10, and here I've gotten 9 in base 10, and you are dividing. 27 divided by 9, that is 3 in base 10. But remember, here, our question is in base 5, so I have to take to base 5. So 3 in base 10, and you divide by 5. 5 in 3, not possible, so 0, and I put 3 here. So that means 102 base 5 divided by 14 in base 5 is equal to 3 in base 5. Easy. Now, let's do question D. Now, for D, do the same thing, always convert to base 10. So 102 base 5. Let's convert to base 10. So 1 times 5 raised by 2, 0 times 5 raised by 1, and 2 times 5 raised by 0. This is 25, 0, and 2. This is 27 base 10. So this one is 27 base 10. Now let's convert this one to base 10. 1001 is 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 times 2 raised by 4 plus 0 times 2 raised by 3 plus 0 times 2 raised by 2 plus 0 times 2 raised by 1 plus 1 times 2 raised by 0. So this is 16, this is 0, this is 0, 0, and this is 1. So 16 plus 1, that is 17 base 10. So 17 base 10. Now, so we have 27 base 10 divided by 17 base 10. So 27 divided by 17. That is going to be 1.5882 in base 10. Now, we need to take this from base 10 to base 5. And I've taught you know how to do this conversion from base 10 to other bases. If you don't know how to do that, click top right hand corner of this video so you can see how to do that. Let's continue. So now, the whole number part is 1, and this is the fractional part. So let's take the whole number part, which is 1 in base 10. Let's take it to base 5 first. So, and that is by division. 1 in base 10 taken to base 5. 5 in 1, 0. So this is what we have. So 1 in base 10 is equal to 1 in base 5. Okay. Now let's deal with the fractional part, which is the decimal. So that is 0.5882. Okay, we are converting it to base 5, so we multiply by 5. 5 times this is 10, remainder 1. 40 plus 1, 41, remainder 4. 40, 44, remainder 4. 5 times 5, 25, plus 4, 29. Then you put 2 here. You continue with your multiplication. 0, 5, 20, remainder 2. 45 plus 2, 47. 4 is here. Multiply 5. 0, 25. 0, 2 here. 35. Then you have 3 here. Now 5. 0, 25, remainder 2. 10, 12, remainder 1. 25, 26, then 2 here. 5, 0, 25, remainder 2, 10, 12, remainder 1, 30, 31, then 3. So you can see that this will continue, you will continue to multiply. But what you need to understand here is that as I continue to multiply, I see that, you know, on base 5, the highest number you can get is base 4. So I've gotten 4 here, okay? Normally I should stop because this is different from the other one where you want to attain every part of this decimal to be 0 because this is in base 5. So the highest number here is 4. But because I'm still having a reasonable number, okay, I can continue to multiply, like 3.1250. I can continue to say times 5, 0, 25, remainder 2, 10, 12, remainder 1, 5, 6, then this is remainder 0. Then times 5, 0, 25, remainder 2, 12, remainder 1, 30, 31, then 3. So you see the number keep on becoming 0, 3, like that. So you don't have to continue. So in this case, I will say 0.5882 in base 10 is equal to 2, remember you have to write 0 first because you have to take care of the whole number part. 0, so 2, 4, 3, 2, 3 in base 5. So now I have 27 over 17 in base 10 is equal to 1, which is the whole number part here, dot 24323 in base 5. So in this case, 102 base 5 divided by 10001 base 2 is equal to 1.243235 in 3 in base 5. So this is what we have. Easy. Okay, so now this is the division of number bases. Thank you for staying through the end of this video. I will see you in my next section. Bye.